Good evening. Amazing talent and energy here tonight, and I'm honored to be a part of this evening. And I was extremely honored when Dr. George Dor asked me to read something, and so I wrote a new poem for it, and the poem is inspired and informed by Mr. James Meredith's legacy, and then the legacy at this university, and the many ways that have been made over the years in the spirit of inclusivity. I'll just say this quickly, that I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and this is my 10th year here at the University of Mississippi. And 12 years ago, you couldn't have paid me to believe that I'd be teaching at the University of Mississippi. It's a long way from home. The irony in that you'll hear in this poem is that my mother-in-law is from Oklahoma, Mississippi. And so a part of me musing about this poem was thinking about her journey and how ironically her son-in-law now is a teacher here along with her daughter. Footprints. I was born in snow 203 years ago, arrived with Cassandra's umbilical cord strangling my throat, desperate for deliverance like slaves on boats. Black history, baby, flowered in February, rolling out Cassandra's belly like prayers on snow flurries, rolling like ancestors dancing rituals of hope. The doctors told my parents I'd probably deferred dream perish, like my grandfather's love for music once he converted to Muslim, or my grandmother believing she'd marry a man from Tuscaloosa. The world, one large rose bush of unforgiving. I was born in snow, in Milwaukee, in February. Cassandra was born in sun, a few years before the first Milwaukee riots. Didn't know she'd make a baby the same year Michael Jackson would make Off the Wall. Didn't know the trees of civil rights misery would still shade summers like off-the-wall oppression, or that off-the-wall legislation would have Cassandra searching for the presence of Black men in desolate streets. Despite this, Cassandra had belief, sang songs to her son about turning barren dreams into kingdoms of plenty, preached the ways of prophets of dreaming of snow that would come down like a blizzard, a dream of blizzards. She was born in sun, in Milwaukee, in June. Now Linda was born in humidity around a half score before Ann Moody, born in Oklahoma, Mississippi, on a dazzling farm, the last of 12 dazzling children, the last to learn the ways of the land, the ways of the world, the song of magnolias or wink of mockingbirds. Soon learned the turns of moons and howls of blues. Soon became daughter Mississippi, ran through school Wilma Rudolph-like, found herself running to Jackson State sweetness-like. If you ever meet Linda, ask her about Walter Payton. Watch her sing you a sweet memory. Then she'll falsetto the story of leaving Mississippi and taking a train to Milwaukee, medical school, of making a daughter the same year Michael Jackson would make Off the Wall. She was born in Mississippi. Now, neither Cassandra nor Linda could have predicted the ways of the wind, or how two teenagers would find each other during a Milwaukee summer. How Milwaukee will become a hotbed for both violence and for falling in love. Yes, you could find both there in 1992. This time of Rodney King and Tupac Shakur, of Bill Clinton and Batman. This time of Linda singing a song to her daughter about the civil rights movement being built on the backs of black women. How the movement was saved by folks her daughter will never read about in history books. How complicated removing a cottonseed from a bird can be in Mississippi summers. You see, history began lining up for Cassandra's son and Linda's daughter to bring their stories together 1 score ago. In a hot church in Milwaukee, the daughter and son got married, then moved to Mississippi. And the first time Linda came to visit her daughter and son-in-law, the first time she stepped foot on the campus at the University of Mississippi, the first time she bore witness to the statue of James Meredith outside the university's Lyceum. Oh, how a movie ran like sweetness in her memory. Oh, how she hugged her daughter and son-in-law and simultaneously whispered, "You know, 50 years ago, I couldn't step foot on the edge of this university. Now my son teaches here. How far we have came." Thank y'all.